Shout out to Macy's for one of 2 free sweatsuits. All right. Well, I have this fancy thing that this guy gave me.
The microphone.
Yeah, but it can still hear me.
Yeah, but this one picks up your voice better. It's a card microphone aimed
right.
at you.
But my phone's currently charging, so it doesn't really matter.
That doesn't make sense. You gotta plug that in there.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was trying to say, headed to the doctor on my scooter. Not particularly excited about it. Quincy and I are matching today. He's not particularly excited about it. And yeah, Babe gave me this fancy thing that people are gonna stare at me like I'm crazy, but I'm gonna use it anyway because it's really cool. And I'll show you guys what it looks like in a few minutes. Guess this makes us real influencers now, huh? So I just left the doctor and they really like wrapped up my foot again because I'm still having some like dripping. He thinks that I need to take Percocet instead. He said ibuprofen might be working. It's a good alternative, but it's not enough because I'm still in a lot of pain. My pain tolerance is just really high. So when I don't think I'm in pain, I'm actually still in pain and shouldn't be in pain at all. So he's gonna give me some Percocets and just push back my return to work date to the 5th of January. Or it could be longer, just depending on how next week goes as well. So I'll be back next week to get my stitches taken out. So yeah, we'll see how the rest of this week goes. I'm exhausted and I'm tired, and I do this thing a lot where I have to like really remind myself or talk myself into remembering that I am in pain and I'm not being dramatic. I'm not making it up. So I have been downplaying a lot of my actual pain. It's just because like that's just what I'm used to and like my defense mechanism because I got called a hypochondriac a lot growing up. So yeah, I have to go pick up my new prescription and go to bed pretty much. So I'm in line waiting for my med pickup, and I don't know, man. I am having a rough day. I didn't sleep good. I'm exhausted. My body hurts because of this drastic weather changing that's been happening, and I just feel sluggish and tired, and I'm frustrated. In part, I think I'm frustrated because I'm like really tired of dealing with medical stuff. Like my health is like the bane of my existence, and it's just really hard for me to cope with sometimes. And it's hard for me to cope with it, especially when I'm exhausted the way that I am tired right now. Like my phone rang at 8 a.m. and it's usually on Do Not Disturb, but I had it off of Do Not Disturb because I'm supposed to be getting a CT scan tomorrow of my left foot, and insurance is dragging their feet on making that decision. Insurance has already denied 2 MRIs for my ankles. Insurance denied a procedure on my foot. Like, insurance is really starting to become a major pain in my ass. More so than they usually are. But anyway, the point of that is that I woke up at 8 and my alarm wasn't set until 10, and I just couldn't go back to sleep. And I couldn't go back to sleep because I was in full recognition of how my body felt and how I feel. And when that happens, I can't go back to sleep. So, and I think a little bit of it is too, is like my sleep cycle is off. So, yeah. Okay, so I know I skipped a lot of stuff the other day. We'll get to that. We'll get back to that. But I just want to show you guys what crime my boyfriend just committed against me. He ran over my knee scooter, and now it won't turn left. Babe.
I didn't run it over. I hit it.
Okay, it was under your car. Yeah, because when you pulled forward, it released.
We don't know that to be true.
All we were trying to do was go pick up his glasses and then go see the new Spider-Man. And we're stuck with the mechanics of my scooter. Okay, so I think my mechanic fixed my scooter, but we'll find out in a few seconds. All right, we're gonna give this a shot, guys. Oh, it turns better than it did the last time. Remember we were having issues with it turning left further? Then, oh, you done fixed it. He fixed it. Okay. I said I was gonna get back to explaining why I completely disappeared off the grid yesterday. Yeah. So, yeah, yesterday just was a really hard day for me because I just got really weak really fast. I went to the doctor and we got that stuff squared away, and then I waited in the line at CVS for like an hour to get my new pain medication, and then I remembered that I don't have an actual driver's license right now because I just got my new driver's license at the state of Texas, and obviously that takes like 14 business days for me to actually get it. So I was really annoyed by that, and then I returned something at UPS and I had to use my crutches. I went to the chiropractor and I used my crutches, and like that just really wore me out, and so it just like put me in a headspace that I just like super frustrated. And then, you know, like after the fact of like, and it's like 2 o'clock in the freaking morning and I'm just angry. I was just frustrated and angry because I couldn't get comfortable. And I went to the spare bedroom to find the spare pillow that I had from like 3 pillows ago, and I couldn't find it. And then Tyler like got the 3.0 pillow and he put that on the bed. That actually is a much better pillow than the 2.0 pillow. But I like sat in the spare room on the floor at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like sobbing because I was just so frustrated. Like my whole body felt really weak. I was in excruciating pain with my neck, and like, so yesterday genuinely was a really hard day for me. So like 0 out of 10 recommend for that, you know? But anyway, I woke up this morning and I felt better, but like I still just feel super weak, and so I just didn't really feel up to trying to vlog. But I am going to the doctor again because I'm pretty sure I have hyperthyroidism, which might explain a lot of my symptoms and stuff like that. So, I will vlog that. You guys will get a chance to see like the processes for that and like what's going to happen with that. Aside from that, like I'm feeling better, feeling a bit better. I actually just went and watched Spider-Man for almost 3 hours, and one, I sat through a whole movie that long after drinking alcohol and a whole Pepsi, and I made it all the way through the movie without having to go use the restroom. And that's like huge for me. So that was cool. And I wasn't in a whole lot of pain, which I'm going to take a pain medication now. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just like emotionally overloaded because I was exhausted, and the amount of pain that my body was in, like I was past my threshold, and I really just couldn't control it anymore. So yesterday was a really, really tough day for me, but which kind of explains why you guys are getting this vlog later. So when you see this, just know that I have a doctor's appointment coming up on Wednesday, October. Where did October come from? December 23rd? December 22nd. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna take meds, I'm gonna go to sleep, and, well, I'm gonna take meds, I'm gonna edit this video, probably upload it, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so I said I was going to bed, I lied, because I had to get prepared for my doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I've been talking a lot about bullet journaling, and if you guys join my bullet journaling live session, you guys will see me talk about this more. But I always prepare, because when I meet new doctors, I have to have the whole storyline down, the whole backstory, whatever the case is, because doctors always try to play you, right? So in my bullet journal, I wrote down the new possible disease or whatever it is, chronic illness that I have going on. And so I put, so ignore the top because this is just an old page that I'm using, but I put all of the symptoms that have associations with this hyperthyroidism. And so a lot of these symptoms I have seen several doctors for outside of that, and thought they had a lot to do with like sleep apnea or miasma or whatever. So it makes a lot of sense that a lot of these symptoms are starting to add up. So I always do that. And then this page makes me really sad though, because it makes me realize how many medications I'm actually on. This is my full list of medications that I am taking. But I just want to make sure I have a current list of that as well. And then I'll kind of go through and just like write down certain symptoms. I printed out the full list of my lab results. I will take those with me as well. Like, it's a battlefield when you have chronic illness, because these doctors like to try and play you. These doctors like to make you feel crazy. Medical gaslighting is a real thing. So you just got to be prepared always, period. Okay, now I think I'm going to bed.